All right, Sean Tatel, FightHype.com. Really a pleasure to be joined with two of the best trainers in all of boxing. Really the guys who kind of run 147 to 160. We got Derrick James on the right, not just the trainer of Errol Spence, welterweight kingpin, but Jermell Charlo, who's trying to unify and become the man with all the marbles at super welterweight. And then we got Ronnie Shields on the left, the trainer of the top dog at 160 pounds, Jermall Charlo. How you guys feeling heading in just 48 hours away from fight night?
Feeling great, man.
I'm feeling good, man. Everything's good.
Do you think it's fair to say that you got two aggressive type of fighters that are coming your way Saturday night? You know, starting with Ronnie, you first with Derevyanchenko.
I didn't hear the question. Say it again.
Do you think it's fair to say that both of you and Derrick, have aggressive opponents on your hands Saturday night? You know, starting with you and Derevyanchenko.
Yes, absolutely. I think both opponents, they're very aggressive. You know, just looking at all of their fights, you know, especially Sergiy, looking at him fight, you know, and you know he's just a come forward kind of guy.
Would you say, what do you think, Derrick, with the style that Jeison Rosario is bringing Saturday night? What do you think about it?
Yes, I think he's very aggressive, but I think at the same time he has the ability to try to box a little bit, but he does try to punch very viciously. So that enhances the level of aggression because he's trying to hurt you and get you out of there.
Derrick, does that play in Jermell's hands? Because, you know, with Harrison and Trout and even Jackson, so many of these guys have tried to box and keep away from Jermell. But this guy, do you think it's a good style, a guy coming the way Rosario is, or is it more dangerous?
I think that it's a twofold thing. It could be dangerous, and at the same time, I think it can play into you know our hands depending on what we train and strategize. The strategy of the fight is, but I think that he has the ability to be very aggressive and very vicious. So you just got to be prepared for that aspect of the fight.
Do you prefer a guy coming to – do you think that's a better style Jermell can look more exceptional against, or do you think he actually is better when he's going after a guy, trying to stalk a guy down and the other guy's keeping away?
I think both of them are good, but I think that one time we were talking and Errol was saying that, you know, when you come forward towards Jermell, that's when he's more deadly. So I got to go with the guys who are in the ring with him sparring. So he's like, he said he's more deadly when you're being aggressive. So we'll see. Hopefully that play into our hands.
Ronnie, do you think if Derevyanchenko comes like he did with Triple G, that plays into Jermall's hands as opposed to some of these guys like Brandon Adams and Dennis Hogan who were trying to keep away?
Well, yeah, I think it does. I think it plays right into Jermall's hands. You don't have to look for the guy. He's right there in front of you. And, you know, basically I think Jermall can do whatever he want to do.
Do you think Jermall's a really good counterpuncher, Ronnie?
He is a good counterpuncher, absolutely, without a doubt.
What are the chances you think, like a shot like we saw with Williams, you know, a guy trying to throw punches his way and it actually leads to a big opportunity for Jermall? You think that kind of shot could come in this fight?
Absolutely. I really believe that, you know, it'll be a lot of shots like that that's going to come through with this fight, you know, because the guy, like I say, he comes straight forward, you know, and he's right there to be hit. So, and anything Jermall hits, he's going to knock out.
How do you think Jermall's power is compared to Triple G?
I don't know. I never got hit by Triple G, but so I can't tell you. I don't know. But look, it's different styles. You know, Jermall is more of a boxer puncher, and Triple G is just more of a puncher. And you know, so with Jermall, you know, if he, you know, he can turn punches under, and he could turn punches on top. So, and he puts his weight behind all his punches. So, you know, I think you know, Sergiy is going to play right into his hands.
What about the some people, you know, they look at Jermall, say he's a huge middleweight, maybe go up to 68. What do you think of the size difference, height difference in this fight? How does that work for Jermall, Ronnie?
Well, you know, I think you're going to see Jermall box a little bit, but when forced, he's going to have to fight a little bit. So, he can do both. It's not something that's very difficult for him. He knows how to do both, fight both styles. So, of course, we have the height and reach advantage. So we're going to try to use that to the best of our ability. And then when it's time to turn up, that's what we're going to do.
Is it a little similar to what Derrick mentioned, that Errol mentioned, that the younger brother Charlo is better when a guy comes after him? Do you sense that with Jermall too, or is it the other way around? He's better when he's stalking a guy who's moving away. What do you think, Ronnie?
Well, I think with Jermall, I think it's both. He's had guys that come forward that he was able to do good against, and then he's had guys that stayed away, and he was able to knock them out too. So, I think it's either or with Jermall.
Derrick, do you see big defensive holes with Jeison Rosario in his defensive side of his game?
I think that it depends on the area of the fight. At the beginning of the fight, I think that his defense is very great. I mean, he's very defensive. He's very cautious, very patient. I think that later during the fight, I think when he has to open up and throw the punches, I think that there's a level of availability there. So I think that we just have to play it, right? Because you never know. If he opens up, that's perfect. If he doesn't, you just have to just beat him with the points or whatever. But he, I won't say he has holes, but I think that he hadn't been able to do both of them at the same time, play defense and offense at the same time. So I think that may help us a little bit.
Is Jermell a sharper, more compact punch, or his punches more compact than Rosario? And
I think that Rosario punches are. I mean, yeah, I think so, because I think Rosario punches are more like thudding, like boom, boom, boom. Jermell's with the same power, but more can come at the same time. So I think that it's the athleticism, the quickness, and the speed, and at the same time the rotation and the power and everything that comes together.
Because that helps you in the exchange, doesn't it, Derrick? When two guys open up at the same time, the guy with the crisper shots, he's probably going to get in first. Isn't that right?
No doubt. The guy with the sharper, crisper punches, really, and with the tighter punches, the one who's going to land the most.
Mm-hmm. You feel like your guy also has a chin advantage here, being that, Rosario has been knocked out before, and Jermell, he's only been dropped once his whole career.
I think that it may be possible. He's been hit, Rosario, but we haven't seen him really face a top level quality opposition other than J-Rock, and I think that was more J-Rock than it was him. But it still was a good fight, and he showed a lot of skill, and he showed a lot of, the ability to go get him and knock him out. So it was good.
And Ronnie, being that Derevyanchenko's coming off fighting guys like Jacobs and Golovkin in the recent past, does that give him any advantage early in the fight? Like, does Jermall maybe need a round or two to adjust to that high level? Being that it's been a few years since the Williams fight, or what do you think about that, Ronnie?
Well, I don't think they give him any advantage at all, actually. I mean, he fought two guys. I mean, we fought 30 guys. I mean, but, his style is his style. He said he wants to start faster. So let him start faster. We prepare for a whole lot of stuff. We just don't prepare for one way. What's going to happen when Jermall starts backing him up? Can he stand on the outside and box? So it doesn't make a difference. Styles make fights. Because he fought Danny Jacobs and Triple G doesn't mean anything to us.
Well, he got dropped in the first round in both those fights, I think, right? So starting faster may just give Jermall more opportunities, right, Ronnie?
Absolutely, it's going to give him a lot of opportunities. But we're going to pick our spots. Our plan is to pick our spots. And once he gets hit, then we'll see how he reacts to getting hit by a power puncher.
I know you can't give away the game plan, Ronnie, but could you give us an honest-to-goodness prediction, even if you got a round in mind? How's this one really going to end, Ronnie?
Well, I tell you like this, man. We train for 12 hard rounds, and that's what we always do. And I never predict fight because, it's just not good to do it. Because, you know, you never know what's going to happen in that ring. You know, the thing about it is, you know, we're well prepared to do 12 hard rounds. That's what we train for. You know, we don't train to say, okay, we might knock him out in 2 or 3 rounds. No, we can't train like that. We have to, you know, be a fighter. You know, Jermall has to realize that, and he does realize that this guy, he presents a problem because of his style. And we can hit him and hurt him, but at the same time, that don't mean we're gonna knock him out. So we're prepared to go to 12 rounds.
And same to you, Derrick. How's this one? Honest to goodness, if you had, how's it gonna play out? Obviously, your man wins, but what's the prediction? How's it go down?
Well, I don't do that, man. I mean, I think that
I tried.
that's like too pompous. You know, I'm really kind of like I just see my guy winning. I can't see my guy predict any other thing other than my guy winning, but I don't know how. I can't say a round. I can't say whatever how it's gonna play out, but I just see my guy winning.
Thanks so much, guys. Like a lot of people be watching, having a cookout Saturday night. Good luck to both you and your fighters. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah.